Every single follower that you have on Spotify will get your music in their release radar playlist that Friday. What's up? I'm KaySuave, music creator and entrepreneur, and I make it my mission to do as much as I can to help artists just like you progress and grow in their music careers. Let's face it, you're waiting on your music to blow up like all the other artists in the world. I know, I'm right there with you. That's why today we're going to talk about how to pitch your music to Spotify editorial playlist and guaranteed that you get on release radar. Let's get into it. So a couple things you should know. What pitching your song is that you're literally making a case to Spotify, not a third-party playlisting site, but to Spotify directly that, hey, I think my song is good enough to stand up with all these other top songs that are getting released. You cannot pitch a compilation. And if you're the featured artist, you cannot pitch that song either. It has to be your song. So keep that in mind. Now, the other huge part here, bare minimum, if you want to guarantee that you get on release radar, you want to pitch at least 7 days before the song drops. Now, if you're using a distributor like DistroKid or CD Baby, you're able to set release dates. So you better choose your release date to be at least, I'd say a bare minimum 2 weeks, because sometimes it can take a couple of days for your song to go from your distributor and Spotify actually recognizing it, being ready to be pitched. So definitely do that. I highly recommend like 4 to 6 weeks out from when your song is about to be released. That way you can actually give these Spotify editorial playlisters time to review your music, because some of these are humans who are going through these pitches and they're like, okay, what music is gonna work? So anyway, without further ado, let's actually get into how to pitch your next single. So what you want to do is log into your Spotify for artists, and then you're gonna go up to music, and then you're gonna click on upcoming. Now, if your distributor already sent your information to Spotify, you'll be able to see all the music that you have coming up here. And I've actually already pitched one, but I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. So what you're going to do is you're going to select your song. Now, what you can see right here, choose a song to pitch. Right under it says, we will add this song to release radar if we get your pitch at least 1 week before it releases. So that is a guarantee that if you release your song and you pitch your song to them bare minimum 7 days before it releases, then every single follower that you have on Spotify will get your music in their release radar playlist that Friday. So if you release your music on a Tuesday, by that Friday, it'll be in their release radar. If you release your music on a Saturday, the following Friday, it should be in their release radar. If you don't submit this way, you have like a 4-week window before you can no longer have that music be considered new and end up on your fans' release radar. So this is the guaranteed way to do that. Now, they want to be able to get a good idea about what type of artist you are, where you're from, all those sorts of things, because they actually like to promote music that is centralized to a location. Now, I'm personally from St. Louis, Missouri. I haven't lived there since 2012. So I now live in the San Francisco Bay Area. So I'm choosing that as where I'm currently based, and my hometown is St. Louis. So this side is where it's really important that you pick the right metadata for your song to place it in front of the right Spotify playlist curator, so that way they can actually enjoy your music and put it in front of the right fans. Now, if you don't do that, then the chances of your music even getting on here are even less likely. Remember, they have 20 to 40,000 songs to go through every single day. So get this information in quick, fast, and as accurate as you can. It tells you to choose up to 3 genres. They have practically every genre you can think of on this thing, okay? Now, this particular song that I have, it's basically a lo-fi beat, but it's a pop song still. So I went with the lo-fi pop vibe, and I went with pop R&B as well as neo soul, because this embodies all 3 of those genres, which 2 of them are already sort of blended genres in themselves. So I like that they have that. The next category down is music cultures. Now, I'm not making any African or Caribbean or Asian Christian music or anything like that. So I just went with none of these. But if your music falls into any of those, it would definitely work to your advantage to select them. The next thing are the moods. This is really important because, as you know, a lot of playlists are focused on the mood that the listener is in. I chose chill. Again, it's got this chill R&B, neo soul, lo-fi vibe. I went with chill and romantic because it is a love song. Up to 2 song styles. Now, this was kind of weird for me because, like, there's a beat for sure. I made the beat, but it's not just a beat, and it's definitely not that experimental nor traditional kids acoustic ballad. It didn't fit into any of those, so I just chose beats. I wish they had more options here. What instruments are on this song? You can go in if you know what you got. I have a little piano on mine, and I don't have a drum kit, but I used drum instruments, so I could add that in there. And I also have a synthesizer in there as well, so I'm gonna tap that one too. So just make sure whatever instruments that you use, that you're able to identify them and put them in there as well, because it can still help categorize your music and give the algorithm an idea of what kind of feel you have, so it can then sort it and get it to the right playlist curators. So is this a cover song? No, it is not. Is it a remix? But if it is, make sure you check those things off. How is this recorded? I recorded mine here in my studio. This was not a live performance, and this is not an instrumental, but if it is for you, be sure to check that. Now, what languages? You can choose up to 3 languages. I only speak English, maybe a little bit of Spanglish, but I didn't do that in this song, so I'm just choosing English. They are asking you to use words to pitch your song to the curators. So after the algorithm sorts it and puts it in front of Spotify's employees of playlist curators, they're gonna read this. And this is gonna help them decide if it's even worth listening to your track or not. I think here is the best place to use a very common marketing term, which is called hook, story, offer. Now, basically what that means is the hook is the attention grabber. The story is the narrative of the why behind the song or why you created it. And the offer is basically extending your hand out for people to take action. That's your call to action. So hook, story, and offer. Let's go through that here and see how I used it. For the hook, I just used that in the opening sentence. I said, it takes 1 minute and 11 seconds to realign yourself with divine love. Now that right there is like, well, that's something interesting. I just learned something new. So that's the hook. You want to reel them in with something. And then next I said, for the story, the length of this song is intentionally set to 1 minute and 11 seconds, as 111 is the angel number of new beginnings. If you see this new number, you may be about to embark on a new chapter in your love life. And then I continue on with my story, and I say, this vibe was inspired by my wife, KaySuave, when we took an acid trip one calm, quiet Saturday night in Monterey, California. By the way, I've only done it once. I don't know if I'll do it again, but it created this song, so I can't be mad at it. This is my offer. This is my call to action. I said, come with me on this journey abroad through an enlightened love song. So basically, I'm inviting them in. I'm inviting them to take a journey with me. And then they also said they want to know about the process that this song was created and any plans to promote it. So I just said produced, performed, and engineered by KaySuave, so they know what it came with. They do want to know about any specific plans you have to promote this. Like, their goal is to find artists that are going to make them look good. So they want to promote artists who already have a plan as well. If you don't have any super amazing marketing plans, then don't worry about it. There's still artists who get placed on here because the quality of their music and their pitch was authentic enough. But if you're being recognized by major publications like BET or the Grammy board or something like that, it's definitely worth mentioning that association within this pitch. Remember that hook, story, offer. What is it that I'm going to grab their attention with? What is the narrative, the reason why? And then what is my call to action? What am I asking them to do other than just listen to the song? So after you submit that, it'll give you a review and you can make sure that everything reads out the way you like it. All right, so after that, you want to go ahead and click pitch. And boom, just like that. Thanks for your pitch. You can pitch another unreleased song after this one goes live on Spotify. Now, there are limitations to how you can pitch your music here. So if you pitch this one song and it's on an EP of all these other songs, that means that only that one song will be able to be pitched at a time. And it's possible that they may not even choose that song. If it's on a project, they may say this one didn't quite fit, but we like another song that was on that project, so they may end up putting that one to one of their other playlists if they don't pick the one you already chose. So just something to think about. It's not the end of the world, but at least this guarantees that all of your fans who follow you on Spotify will see your music on release radar every single time you pitch at least 7 days before your track is released. So I hope this video helped you in a major way, because this is something that I didn't even know before, but now that I do, I'll be using it all the time. And if you get any value out of this, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'll be uploading more videos here soon showing you how to be the best entrepreneur that you can be. All right, I'll see you in the next one.